Okay. Now, planning horizon. What is planning horizon? It's basically um, you plan as a production manager for the production on the floor. And these could be days, months, or weeks. Planning horizon is set. It could be from the current date to the future date, or if the planning horizon is being changed and production is going on, as there is some change in requirements, then of course back dates cannot be taken, but horizon can actually consider back dates to calculate delivery times. So what do we see here is requirements. Requirement of the material, the stock, raw material, semi-finished good being used for production through your work centers and routings, and you have requirements for each week or month. Okay, the change in requirement for supplies, it will change. So anything after that planning horizon will not actually be considered in the MRP run, because this planning horizon is part of MRP run. So MRP run will not consider that is something beyond the planning horizon. But if there is a shift, for example, if the current date is today's date and tomorrow the material is planned, the planning horizon will shift and the planning horizon will scale to adding the next day, and this will also get considered for requirement in MRP. Okay. So thing is, this is our background. M800 will 50% production, Alto 30%, Wagoner 20%. Sales order is 100%. So in net requirement, the stock that we have is 50 pieces already, but net requirement will say that 50 is remaining. So remaining is 50 to add up to 100 to make the total for the sales order. In MRP screen, number 2, lot sizing with lot for lot quantity, which is X, right? If you remember. So procurement or production, procurement, why? Because external procurement and internal production, these are type of procurements we attach in the material master. Okay. So the procurement quantity will be procurement of production quantity only be 50 pieces. So required quantity is 50 pieces. In MRP, these are the steps that we follow. Net requirement, comparison of stocks and receipts with the requirements. How many stocks is standing? How many receipts have been booked as per requirement? Then we calculate lot size, calculation of the order quantity, how much of the order is required, out of which the procurement, in-house production or external procurement, is basically decided. So your planning document will get shifted or upgraded to either production order or a PR, okay, procurement document. Then it will be, if it is a production order, it will be then scheduled, and the calculation of the receipt dates, when would the finished product roll out of the factory, that is the receipt date, and then it will explode, the bomb explosion, to start the production, to calculate the levels of raw material, semi-finished good, the levels of the bomb. Okay. So raw material, external procurement, it is procured from external sources. Semi-finished good, it can be internal and it can be both external procurement also. If it's in-house production, then it, of course, the plan order will get converted into production order. Okay. The start and finish date, basically, it's for scheduling the production order. Now, the process is that whenever you have a start and finish date, you have to calculate the finish date. The system will calculate based on the planning horizon. How many days will it require and how many processes will it require to reach the finish date, and how many pieces of process or parts or components of process are required to achieve this production of the lot. So float, these are some parts before and after production. On this float is basically getting your machine ready. These can be floating days. And after production, of course, maintenance work that happens to rejuvenate or refresh the plant. So in-house production, the time can be greater than scheduling and routing. It can be more than that in in-house production. Or in second option, the in-house production is having a smaller time than the scheduling details that we have, than the scheduling that has been mentioned in routing. Okay. In material master, they can be production time can be erroneous and incomplete or incorrect. But how to bypass that or circumvent that, we'll just see that. So backward scheduling, for example, if the production was to start from 13th November and current date was, for example, 14th and finish date was 15th, so the system will calculate with backward scheduling that 13th was the starting date if the production can be finished in 2 days or programmed to be finished. Forward scheduling is basically you are standing at the current date currently, and the finish date is automatically analyzed and calculated by the system. Okay. So why does it actually analyze? Because a material finished good, it has to be analyzed with the levels and further materials that are required. So breakup of the component has to be checked by the system for semi-finished good and components of raw material that make up the finished good. Okay. That's why we have a planning horizon, and the bomb explosion is done at multi-level. MRP run MD01, MD02, MD03. What are the difference? Let's check that. MD01. What is MD01? It's MRP run. Okay. Based on the whole landscape. F42. Net changes in total horizon. I've already told you the horizon. What are the net change in requirement planning, requirements, net requirements? Okay. Will it create purchase requisition? Yes, it can create an opening period, schedule lines. Now, in MRP run, there are two parts. The header part, which is scope of planning. Plant. MRP has 6 controls: processing key, purchase requisition, schedule lines, MRP list, planning mode, scheduling, planning date. Okay. And the next part is it has 4 controls over here. Parallel processing, display, material list, process control. Earlier it was 4, now it is 2. Okay. So this is for the overall landscape. MD02 is a single item, single material, multi-level. Multi-level means, if you remember, we mentioned the manufacturing of motorcycle, which has 2 components, main chassis and the engine. That is the top level, and then the sub levels go deeper down till the molecular level. So this is multi-level. Again, we have control parameters here, and we have 4 process controls. Display results, display material list, simulation mode, also plan unchanged components. Okay. So our scope of planning can be product group because we've made a product group for cars. MD03. This is single item, single level. If your MRP or BOM or material is simple to produce, it can be single level, and MRP areas will be configured and plant will be configured. We must have the material master. Okay. And that is single level MD04. This is basically for your stock requirement initial screen list. Okay. So MD1, 2, 3, and 4, primarily 1, 2, and 3. Usually MRP consumes system resources. So MD01 basically runs in the foreground and it slows the system because it blocks material also from operations. Then MRP is preferred to be run in the background, and for that we have MDBT. MDBT. This is for background. Okay. This is for background. We can create a variant for MRP. Okay. And then we can run that in the background. This is how you plan your background. MD01, 02, 03. It explodes. MD02 actually explodes the entire form. So what are the types that we have? Total planning. It plans all materials for specified plant like MD01. Single item multi-level. Planning a complete BOM structure for a single material, single item, single level. Planning a single material, one level. An interactive plan stopping MRP periodically to make changes. With that's interactive, you keep on building like beverages. You keep on changing as per the demand and season. What are control parameters? I've already told you that control parameters. MD02, material, MRP. These are control parameters. We have 4 process control parameters. Okay. During regenerative planning, now this is net change in total horizon, and we have another option. That change in total horizon. Let me just pull out 60. Okay, let's move forward. In MD02, there are 6 control parameters, and the processing key that we were just looking at, net change plan in horizon, which is NATCH, then net change plan in regenerative horizon. What is regenerative? Used for early beginning stages when the master data is not complete and there are discrepancies. So we run it at the end, beginning of the month or end of the month or week. Okay, so details might be missing or incomplete. It runs for all material irrespective of the changes. Net change planning and planning horizon. Planning horizon, I've already told you that. Okay. From current date to how many days in future? We've already discussed this, that the planning horizon is spread over 100 days. Okay. 100 days means almost 4 months. And let's see if it is still processing. OPPQ. Still going in process. Okay. In OPPQ, we actually planning horizons on MRP group level, and we can also plan it on plant level. So in plant levels, it is OPPQ, and we maintain planning horizons. Okay. In planning horizons, we maintain the days it will consider for requirements, material requirements in the future. At MRP group level, we have OPPR. We actually maintain planning horizon at the group level. Over here, we have 3 options, not 2. We maintain at plant level or MRP group level. It considers and prioritizes info, planning horizon in material master for planning. Okay, then MRP group is considered and then plant is level is considered. Okay. Planning parameters: maintain, double A42, maintain. Uh, Start in the past for backward or reverse, sorry, backdate. And orders, reference plant, selection, planning horizon. This is for plant level, OPPQ. Rescheduling horizon. Okay. Also, OPPR. OPPR, maintain, MRP group, rescheduling horizons. Okay. Planning time, fence. Rescheduling horizons, value forward, tolerance value for displacement if there is some changes in your planning. Okay. So that was it for today. Now, let's get on to that error industry sector, and material type is PERT. Select views. We have defaulted these views: basic, sales order, MRP all, work scheduling, accounting one, accounting two, costing. Organizational levels, we have to choose all. Double A. Okay. Basic data, material group. Okay. Additional data. Additional data. DE. Sales order. PC division. Material group 01, 3. Focus data. Okay. Error in GUI. Very nice. MM01. Select views. Just close this one. Organizational level. Okay. Sales org. Three. Sales org. Oh, MM01. Okay. Material group 01. Okay. Additional data. EE. Sales org. Okay, let's see if this works. Low tax rate. Low tax rate. Minimum order quantity. Okay, now it's working. Item category norm, general item category norm. Okay, sales general plant. Transport group, set of time, loading group. One, net weight one. Okay. MRP one, MRP type PD. So it will be included in planning. MRP controller. Lot sizing procedure, lot for lot. MRP 2. In-house production 1 day. Planning delivery. Safety stock. Three. Strategy group 10. That is for make to stock. Availability check. Four. Individual collection 2. Production version. We'll have to, I guess, make a production version. Plant. Or 2 not found. So we need a production version. Okay, anyways. Requirements group. Materials for dependent required are planned, are not planned. Okay, requirements group. Display of dependent requirements are daily total in repetitive manufacturing individual records in addition to total requirements. Okay. Okay, what else is remaining repetitive manufacturing remaining profile? Work scheduling, PC, unit of issue, production unit, serial number profile, grouping, uh, production version, tolerance, setup time. Okay, plant data storage, storage bin, temporary conditions, storage period, hard. Uh, okay, period indicator, and then we have accounting two. Valuation class will be okay. Standard price 100. Valuation class 7920 for finished goods. Uh, accounting two. Okay, okay, fine. Accounting two. Nothing much. Quantity structure. Quantity structure is Bowen Rowdy. And posting two. Okay, fine. Save. Classification is required field does not contain an entry. I'll have to actually check this and see. We'll do this in the next class then. Okay, there is some problem with the field selection.